On est rendu à 56 téléphones, tout le temps à toi, qu'est-ce qui se passe? T'sais? Mais ça, là, ça l'écœure. Malheureusement, la plupart du temps, ce qu'ils vont faire, c'est qu'ils vont peut-être des fois juste le muter dans un autre poste de quartier. Ils vont lui faire quitter le quartier, puis le gars, il va continuer dans d'autres quartiers peut-être. Mais tant qu'on ne le lâche pas, dans les autres quartiers aussi, à un moment donné, il va paraître pour ce qui est, c'est-à-dire un espèce d'harceleur. Ça, je pense que c'est la première affaire qui est intéressante. Puis deuxièmement, ben, moi, c'est sûr que je suis conscient que c'est du déplacement de problème, mais quand le policier qui nous écœure le plus, qui écœure le plus les jeunes dans la rue, il est mis dehors du 21, puis il est mis dehors du poste 22, ben au moins les gens qui sont là tous les jours, ça leur change de vie. Deuxièmement, moi je travaille pour un organisme qui fait beaucoup de concertation, c'est-à-dire qui est très mainstream, qui n'est pas du tout dans la contestation sociale, ou en tout cas s'il l'est, il n'est pas énormément. Ça lui permet d'avoir une certaine crédibilité auprès des policiers. Ben moi ça j'en profite, moi, je veux dire, tous les moyens sont bons contre nos ennemis. Hein. Moi je suis très fier de dire des fois que je travaille pour mon organisme parce que je sais que les policiers vont faire « Oh fuck ». Lui, son directeur général, il est ami avec notre commandant, ça va être plus tranquille. Puis des fois, on a la chance, à cause de cette espèce de concertation-là, de pouvoir appeler directement au poste de quartier, puis de parler au commandant. Puis de dire, ben, tel agent, là, on ne sait pas qu'est-ce qu'ils ont, mais ils sont sur le dos de deux de nos gars. On est tannés. Que là, si vous ne leur dites pas de lever la pédale, de lâcher la pédale un peu, bien sûr, on va pas les freiner. Et on est rendu qu'on a beaucoup de matériel ramassé contre eux, puis on a des enregistrements audio et vidéo. Bien sûr, les enregistrements audio et vidéo, c'est pas important d'en avoir, le fait d'en parler, ça fait que j'ai pas. Et ce qui est assez drôle, c'est que ça fonctionne, parce qu'il y a des gars qui sont fait éclairer pendant 4-5 mois par les mêmes flics, puis moment qu'on appelle au téléphone, puis qu'on leur dit qu'on a tout pour faire une plainte, puis qu'il y a des pétons. On a souvent un gars qui vient nous voir 3 jours plus tard, puis il fait « ils m'ont vu, puis ils m'ont dit bonjour, puis ils sont partis. » Parce que les victoires, c'est pas grand-chose, mais en même temps, c'est assez intéressant. Je pense que les piqûres de mouche, les piqûres d'abeilles, tu sais, les flics qui s'en crissent un peu, hein, mais ce qui est assez trippant des piqûres d'abeilles, c'est que quand ça fait 200, 300 que tu reçois, ben t'en crèves, tu sais. Puis,
coping mechanism. That's one of the things dealing with the Babylon system. You have to find ways to cope every day. Whether it's in schools or you're on the street dealing with the police, some of the things that we try to approach is like self-love, because that's something to be said about the system being a black person. The main thing about racism is for you to hate yourself and not to love how you came. So you cannot change how you came. So we basically deal with history. History on a positive note, not just the stem of slavery. And, you know, making the youth understand that to know themselves and to love themselves is the foundation of making positive choices. Because the system forced them into making certain choices that is not advantageous to them. And give the system even more of a grip on them. So, you know, just with self-love and empowerment, you know, through art activism, I think helps, you know, whether it's recording music, writing raps, you know, making a film, just having discussions, just having a place to air your views. You know, with Project X, one of the things that we do is called testimonials, where you can actually come and tell your story. Because the youth have so many stories. I know I didn't tell them many stories, I have stories myself. But you need a place, you know, you need a place where you can actually air your views, where people are judging, you're paranoid, you have a chip on your shoulder. So, you know, where they can truly be themselves, you know, because it's hard to break this system. But through these words, we feel that youth feel more empowered, you know. One thing we focus on is dignity and activities, because one of the main problems for these youths, there is nothing for them to do. There is no place for them to go, and we are social creatures, so youths like to socialize. So some of the only places that they have to socialize is the metros, even the bus stops, and the park. And even those places you're not really allowed. So, you know, like just having a drop-in center was one aspect of them having a home away from home. Because, you know, not everybody wants to be at home all the time. You know, you want to see your friends, see your peers. So I think just being there for them and having outlets, and also teaching them about their rights, knowing for them how to assert themselves. You know, that's very important to assert yourself, and you are responsible for everything that you do. So you to make certain conscious decisions. So it's really to be critical thinkers and to be aware of your environment and the way you're seen, but also you have to stand strong for something positive. So these are some of the approaches that we use really truly because, you know, other than that, I don't know what else we're going to do because every day is something or the other. If it's not me, it's my brother. If it's not my brother, it's my sister. You know, if it's not my sister, it's my cousin. So we reflect each other. So if it's not me, it's the other person feeling it, I'm still feeling it. So power to the people in solidarity.
Well, the power to the people.
I feel like most of it has been said. I do share the same, I feel like I'm from the same school of thought as Zips. I definitely think that communication is key to any dysfunctional relationship. And the relationship that's dysfunctional right now is the community and the police, the youth and the police. The social system in general, our whole governance system needs revolution. And I think that the problems are so deeply rooted that it can be fixed from one solution. There's a lot of things to be done. So in the meantime, we have to adapt and be like water, you know, flow with it and try to find a way to fit. So the best thing I would think is each one. Everybody has to be aware of their role in this community. The youth have to feel that they have brothers and sisters around. Like where I came from in Algeria, I felt like I was the child of the neighborhood, not just the child of my mother. Because I know that everybody had my back somehow. And so I think that if we had that community consciousness, it was definitely like the collective consciousness of kind of preserving the seeds of the next generations and just pretty much trying the best way that we can to inform them of what we've experienced and just show them, as he said, responsibility. Because, you know what, yes, there's racial profiling, and yes, there's racism, and yes, there's classism, and until it gets fixed, you got to know what to do. And you have to know what needs to be done, and for that you have to inform yourself and take responsibility to be informed as well. You can't just keep letting problems fall on you and be a victim. So we have to stop thinking like victims, and we have to start thinking as leaders and think about innovative ways. I feel like my best way is art, is by communicating message through art, is by participating in creation and just channeling destruction and negativity into creativity and positivity. So I think that's a channel. I think that awareness is a major part of it. That's why we use messages through our music, is to bring awareness and to show that, you know what, I know you're living through this, but other people are as well. So you have to be informed that you're not the only one going through this. And there are ways to get out of it, and there are ways to make it better. And we are here to help you. So a parent has to listen to his child. Do not think your child is wrong or lying to you. Especially if it comes to police and that and this or that. Listen. Try to find out what happened. Because even if they were wrong, something needs to be fixed from both sides. And so I think we need to police the police. We need to be the watchdog. And the community has to do that. And we need to support the community centers. These are the community centers, community leaders, the people that have youth centers are the least supported in this society. We have to fight. We have to fight to have funding to do activities. We have to fight to have a basketball court. We have to fight for things that will make life better for the youth and just to be in peace and stop this overpowering, ego-tripping situation that we're dealing with right now, because that's not the problem. The problem is not whether you have more authority or more power than me. The power is that we're supposed to be in security around you, and we're not. And so the child really has to come up into a reality where the police is not the enemy, but is here for you, and they're here to protect you. And that's not where I think that we're living right now. A lot of people have the opposite vision. And I think that the job has to be done from our side and on their side as well. Whether it's a mediation that has to be done or anything like that, the awareness, the fact that the communities are riding together and collectively pretty much standing up, that would send a message. So that, you know what, we're doing our job on this side, you have to start making a step as well.